So let's take a little trip to the equator today. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. The equator is an imaginary line that runs around the middle of Earth, wrapping around just under 25,000 miles long, dividing the planet into the northern and southern hemisphere, with both experiencing different amounts of daylight at different times. So why is it so hot near the equator? The sun shines directly above, anywhere on or near the equator every day of the year. Due to the Earth's natural bulge where the equator is positioned, it is closer to the sun than any other place on Earth. This results in higher temperatures throughout the year. Countries on the equator have the shortest sunrises and sunsets, which is due to the sun's daily path being perpendicular to the horizon. The equator passes through 13 countries. Indonesia, Gabon, Sao Tome and Principe, Republic of the Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, the Maldives, Kiribati, countries on or near the equator don't have the exact same weather. Some experience both wet and dry seasons. Countries on or near the equator have high temperatures all year round due to the tilt of the Earth's axis. Average temperature in these countries is around 87 degrees Fahrenheit. The equator passes over land. You can take a trip to the middle of the world and actually stand on the equator. There is a tourist site a few miles north of Quito in Ecuador. At Mitad del Mundo, you can have 1 foot in the northern hemisphere and 1 foot in the southern hemisphere. There isn't much temperature change, but the type of weather can change. Countries on or near the equator will have changes in humidity and rainfall. The slopes of Volcan Cayambe in Ecuador has a spot on the equator where there is actually snow. Is the equator the hottest part of the planet? Countries near the equator don't experience the 4 seasons like other places on Earth do. They have the same amount of daylight and darkness throughout the year. Generally, there are 2 seasons in equatorial countries, wet and dry. The wet season lasts most of the year. Together with the warmth, this creates tropical rainforests. Lowland countries near the equator have a tropical rainforest climate. Depending on their distance from colder oceans, some countries near the equator have tropical monsoon climates. If you live on or near the equator, you'll experience the shortest sunrise and sunset in the world, as they take only minutes. Almost half of the world's rainforests are located on the equator, mostly found in Brazil, Congo, and Indonesia. Because of the weather and climate, many plant and animal species also thrive here. Let's take a look at the wildlife in the equatorial rainforests of Brazil, Congo, and Indonesia. The equator has some of the most spectacular wildlife on the planet. If you're ever in the middle of the world, drop by Quito, Ecuador to witness the equator for yourself. Thanks for watching. Check out our next video.